may have read, Barack Obama was all set to host a party for himself worthy of an Ottoman sultan on his spread on Martha's Vineyard. 500 people invited, hundreds of servants, possibly some riding elephants or carrying his litter. Now we have learned that in the face of criticism, the party has been, quote, scaled back. But you know what hasn't been scaled back? Barack Obama's ambition or his desire for your money. According to longtime Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett, you should still pay somehow. She just tweeted this. For Barack Obama's birthday gift, I'm asking you to chip in $6 or $60 to help bring us the Obama Presidential Center to life in Chicago. Is this the ugly face of neoliberalism? That is a rhetorical question. Glenn Greenwald writes on Substack. He keeps tabs on the Obama Presidential Center, and he joins us tonight. Glenn, thanks so much for coming on. Now, Barack Obama's gotten very rich from Netflix. Not sure what he's doing for them, but he certainly is rich. Why is he asking for more money now?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I do think we should stop and comment on the fact that public officials, when they leave power, routinely get not just rich, but like they turn into plutocrats, like tycoons. And obviously that's going to affect
it's not just Obama, by the way.
Knowing which of these...
Right.
Yeah, not just Obama. The Clintons, Tony Blair, George Bush, all of them have become extremely wealthy once they leave power, which I think is a big problem in a democracy. But leaving that to the side, the idea of presidential libraries, originally that didn't exist for like 150 years because the idea was you're just a private citizen, you go serve in public office, and then you go back to private life. You don't need like a shrine to your existence. And what happened was it was born of good motives. Franklin Roosevelt knew he had gone through all these historically momentous events like the Great Depression and World War II, and he said, you know, these papers of mine don't belong to me, they belong to the public and historians. Let's just kind of create a library where historians can go study for it. And over the years, it became bigger and bigger and bigger, and what Obama is doing is unprecedented. Not only is it so grandiose in size, so much bigger than anyone else's, it has 4 different buildings, a 235-foot museum tower in his honor. It's like not even a Roman emperor would do that. But he has also removed it from the record-keeping system, which has always been administered by the National Archives, that ensures that these papers belong to the public. The idea in the first place, they now belong to him. And so to keep control of it, he's raising money from people in the middle of a pandemic and a joblessness and eviction crisis, right as he was planning a multi-million-dollar birthday bash at his $12 million estate, which is his second weekend home on Martha's Vineyard. It is, as you say, the ethos of neoliberalism. Leaders get rich at the expense of everybody else.
Well, how long before we have mausoleums with embalmed bodies of our leaders through which we file, you know, we send school kids to file respectfully and kind of pay their respects to the dear leaders of old?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I think a good question as well is traditionally the ruling class has been very reluctant to be so flamboyant about their abuse of power and their accumulation of wealth, because that can create a lot of instability in the society. When people know the extent to which they're being exploited and abused, they've generally been more humble about it or tried to hide it. But here's Obama throwing this enormous party, Stephen. Spielberg was coming, Pearl Jam was going to play, and then you have Valerie Jarrett, his lifelong aide, saying, hey, reach into your pocket and give us money to build a shrine to Obama. At some point, the question is, how long is the population going to tolerate that?
That's right. At least televangelists promise salvation. At least you get something out of it. Oh, it's so good. Glenn Greenwald, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
Good to see you, Tucker.